Hey guys, Bryson here, and welcome to the Tommy Bryson Show. And today, we're going to react to an average millionaire that's actually worth around $2 million, and they're actually from Texas. And by the way, I love these videos. Why? Because basically, it's not about somebody winning the lottery or somebody special. No, it's just ordinary people becoming millionaires. And to me, that is amazing. So if you guys are new here, well, I make videos every single day and I post them every day. So make sure to also go ahead and subscribe and hit the bell so you get notified every time I post a new video. And on top of that, also destroy the like button. And without further ado, let's react to this $2 million beast of a net worth.
Yeah, my name's Jason. Right now I'm living in San Antonio, Texas. I was in the military for 31 years.
Military, 31 years, and now he's retired. By the way, people that work in the military do not make that much money. Don't think they make a lot of money. It's tough, hard, sacrificing work, but you are not making a lot of money. You're not becoming wealthy out of that.
Jason is in San Antonio. Hey, Jason, how are you?
Doing good. How are you, sir?
Better than I deserve. What is your net worth, sir?
Better than I deserve. I love that about Dave Ramsey. Better than I deserve.
$2 million.
$2 million. Very cool.
So in the beginning, growing up, I guess very early, I learned about hard work.
By the way, you know, millennials, Gen Z, I'm actually Gen Z. I just found this out about a few weeks ago, honestly. But yeah, millennials, then you have, like, for example, the people that came before that. These people, man, are hard workers. Hard workers. People say that millennials are not hard workers. I don't believe so. Gen Z just on the computers. I don't believe so. You know, it's just what you see on the media and so on. Hard work is everywhere in successful people.
And my dad taught me about hard work. He also taught me about how to save.
Wait, he said his dad taught him about hard work. That's big. And he also taught him how to save. You know, my mom taught me about, like, you know, saving, not really hard work. My dad kind of did by, like, me looking at him and so on. And then, like, she taught me how to save, but, you know, no investing advice there. So saving is great, but investing is amazing.
That's how to save money. Learned a little bit about compound interest at a very young age.
That's something I want to do for my kids, like 100%. Like, I want my kids to grow up knowing, hey, I know exactly what high yield interest is. I know exactly everything about money. I want that for my kids.
So with that, I really didn't even start to save until I was 25 years of age.
That's crazy, you know, and honestly, guys, you won't see people take action, information they know, right? Because people kind of like take advantage of those things. Like, I know all this stuff, so I want to take action on it, but 25 to start saving. I'm 24. You know, the best thing I ever done was, like, start saving money and investing money. My editor, Danny, 18, 19 now, Danny? Put it right here, 18 and like starting to, like, invest money also, right? The earlier you start, the better it is.
That was after I had a college degree. But before that, going through college, I never went into any type of debt.
Oh, there you go. That's a key word there. I graduated 100% debt free, and that's awesome. That is awesome.
Because I had a reserve officer training course scholarship, ROTC scholarship. I had that, and eventually I decided to make my career in the military.
That's awesome. You know, military is for some people, and getting educated is nothing wrong with that. Education is key. Key.
Initially, when I started, I was a field artillery. A field artillery is putting rounds downrange, putting big bombs downrange, and
man, military is scary stuff, man. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. The military is scary stuff, man. When you think about, like, wars and, like, being drafted and all this stuff, some scary stuff, man. I'm just being honest, man. Military is some scary stuff, but it does make some tough people, man. But a lot of veterans need, like, help, you know, because it's tough. Like, come on, it's tough stuff, man.
Started out making, I would say, $25,000, $30,000.
And again, you know, $25,000, $30,000, and you're out there risking your life, man. It's not about money, right? It's about patriotism. I understand that. It's insane. It's insane, man. Like, shout out to all those heroes, man. Veterans, people in the military, they're literally heroes, honestly. It's not for the money to do it, obviously.
I never, even in my highest years, I never went above about 130,000. So on average, I was going 60 to 80,000 a year.
Yeah, you know, what this reminds me of is basically you don't need to have a bunch of money, like this crazy salary, to actually go out there and become, like, a millionaire and all this stuff. No, it's just step by step, you know. And by the way, I'm pretty sure Jason here, he was, like, investing, saving money. Yes, like, get out of debt, but he was also enjoying his life. The man seems to be happy, right? It's not just about like, oh, money, 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 money. Now I'm 80, didn't enjoy anything. No, just like enjoy life along the way, the correct way.
Yeah, I think that anybody can become a millionaire, and it doesn't matter if you're making $30,000 or $50,000 a year.
I agree. It's not about how much you make, it's about how much you keep. Well said, Jason.
And I think the key was just for us is just living below your means, just like you would get on a diet.
That's the key for finance overall, right? Just live below your means. If you want to save money, spend less than you make. If you want to go in debt, spend more than you make, right? It's very simple science, but the way it's set up, like with credit cards, with student loan debt, with house loan, with car debt, all this stuff here and there. Just finances, 0%. Like, it's so much stuff, man. It's just a trap. And if you get lucky, you'll hear a voice telling you, hey, don't do it this way. You know, like I got lucky by finding out about like books and stuff like that on finance. But if not for that, I'm pretty sure I would not be where I am today, honestly.
Or just like you would say, I want to quit my Cokes and I want to go to water. I mean, or it's whatever you want to do, it's just a change of behavior. And so
yeah. You know, money, habits, very important. And people compare it a lot to like working out or something, because it's similar, right? If you wanna get your body fit, what do? You go to the gym, right? You're there. You're eating healthy when you come back home. You're drinking a lot of water. So it's about like changing your habits. Same thing with money. You don't go out there, spend money on everything you see and just buy whatever you want. No, you're like out there saying like, hey, I can buy this. I can't buy this. I can't eat this. You know what I'm saying? So it's more about like, what can I do and what can't I do, right? But focus more on what you can do, right? You get to invest money. You get to have a future for the future. And to me, that's awesome. That's awesome for sure.
So I think that's the more difficult part. And you can get there.
By the way, I'm always impressed with these houses these millionaires actually have. Like these natural millionaires, like these organic ones that actually got there step by step. Their houses are always amazing. Spectacles.
On posts, you have folks in finance. You've got a financial support center on all.
And by the way, the average millionaire usually lives, for example, in a middle-class neighborhood, and that's about it. And you know, they're the one that's actually not in debt, going crazy, trying to support a middle-class lifestyle. They're more like, hey, I'm actually wealthy, but I like living here around nice people. Just have my house paid off. To me, that's awesome.
All major posts where you can go to and talk to them, counselors. So if you have questions about how do I get a thrift savings plan, or should I buy this car, you're going to have folks that can counsel you and talk to you.
By the way, yeah, man, like people seek advice when it comes to, for example, what outfits to get, like on TikTok or, for example, on YouTube or whatever. Oh my gosh, this outfit's so cool. Or Instagram especially, right? Like a lot of females and a lot of guys now, like just follow like their favorite artists when it comes to that stuff. But overall, if you want to get financially savvy, just follow someone that's doing that exact same thing, right? Whether it's me or anyone out there. So you just want to go out there and get advice from people that are actually doing what you actually want to do. And not just like one advice, one opinion, but compare it across every platform, right? That way you can actually get like a full introspection of it. But that's my advice, you know. Once you find out what works, stick to it and follow it.
There's other opportunities with the military community to be deployed to invest. If you're deployed, you're going to make more money, and there are opportunities where you can invest in the thrift savings plan tax exempt.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome, man. Pre-tax money. Take advantage of every single account the government gives you, like the Roth, the 401k, the HSA account, whatever they're giving you, man, to invest your money. Take advantage of it, you know, because you can spend $2 every single day on a lottery ticket. Or, for example, you spend, for example, $60 every single day in your investment account and have that money grow over time and make you potentially a millionaire in the future too, right? So it's all about where you choose to put your eggs.
And above and beyond what you would normally be able to participate in if you were not deployed. What you do is you got to start quickly as you can. If you can start now, because you don't want to procrastinate it, because the earlier you do it, the more time is on your side to be.
What he's talking about is compound interest, right? Compound interest works basically is how Warren Buffett went from being 30 and a millionaire to being 90 and basically like having like $90 billion in cash, right? So that's the whole idea there, you know? It's all about compound interest. You got to allow your money time to actually grow. Well said, Jason.
Become the millionaire. And actually, the earlier you do it, the least amount you have to save to become a millionaire. If you can just start now, and if it's only $25 a month that you can afford, or $50 a month, go ahead and do that. And the best thing to do is put it just to an automatic investment plan, and don't worry.
Yeah. You know, something people like to like try to play the market, you know, like it's like they have like one foot in the automatic like investments and then one foot in like, hey, I'm gonna be a stock investor. I wanna pick stocks. And it's more like speculation, you know, like follow the 90-10 rule. Like you put 10% into that like speculative stuff and then 90% of your money into real stuff. And don't make an excuse saying like, hey, I don't have enough money now. No, just start with whatever you have. $10, $20, $30, does not matter. Just get started. That's like the most important thing. If you don't get started, nothing's ever gonna happen, you know, so get started with whatever you have. I agree.
Worry about the markets, because the markets, they go up and down, but over time they always go up, and they did for me as well. And you're going to hear things on the news about this or that. And
yeah, you know, the news wants eyeballs, right? Eyeballs. So it's like YouTube, right? Like, you know, people want views, you know, so it's like, what gets views? Well, fear. What's fearful? Oh, you're gonna lose all your money. Okay, let's make content around the markets crashing all the time. Now you have people losing their minds about it. You can't focus on this stuff. Like, just understand that over time the market will average out and basically go up over time, right? That's the whole idea. So keep investing for the long term, right? That's what you want. And as you get older, like, start to basically change your investment style to more bonds, because once you win the game, what's the point of going out there and risking all your money? So that's also a part of it.
you just sort of got to stay with it.
I think there's a saying that Dave Ramsey says, like, the only way you get hurt is if you jump off the roller coaster, right? So just don't jump off, like, stay on it.
If I can teach my daughter or other folks to do it, what'll happen is, by living the example of being a millionaire, or showing compound interest, or showing that you can save a little and that you can.
Yeah, man, I think guiding by example is one of the major ways any leader can actually, especially like a leader in the household, right? It's one of the best ways, right? If your kid sees you like that you're very frugal and you're very helpful, and you tell them why you're being so frugal, it can make a definitive change in their lives, right? Yeah, I agree with this.
Do this, they're going to do the same thing to their kids.
Wow, that's his wife right there. Surprised his wife was not in this shot. I hope she's okay and stuff like that. But yeah, wow.
Kids, and then you'll just create other folks who live the life of millionaires. When I went through high school, okay,
it's about changing your legacy, right? If you become a millionaire, and I don't plan on becoming a millionaire and then basically making my kids automatic millionaires. That's not what I want to do. Like, I want them to like learn how to do things and kind of get there on their own, right? You want to make people that basically don't depend on you for anything. That's what I love to do. Like, yes, it's fine to like give them, like, for example, like ladder, like, hey, here's a ladder, get there a little faster, right? But you can't just make everything easy. Like, people lose motivation so quickly. I don't want to raise any spoiled kids. I think that's what he's not doing here either.
I didn't graduate in the top 10. I can tell you exactly where I graduated. I was in the 37th percentile, and this is in school from South Carolina. And I didn't really learn how to write and read too well until I was in college. And so
that is insane. I hear so many stories about people not knowing how to write, not knowing how to read, and still having that aptitude to actually become like this, right? It does not matter who you are, where you come from, how much money you make. It just matters what you want and if you're actually willing to do it. I appreciate it a ton, you know. And by the way, I did graduate top of my class, for example, in college, and also, for example, in high school, right? But what does that mean? It doesn't mean anything, because in reality, that could have just led me, for example, to basically graduating with a nice job and just like spending all my money. It's about what you do with the information you have now, basically just having information for no reason.
So I had to struggle in college, but I am no genius at all. And if I can do it, I guarantee you can do it.
Don't miss that. Hard work.
Yeah, exactly, guys. You know, overall, it doesn't matter if, I think Warren Buffett says, like, you don't need a crazy IQ to become an investor, right? All you need is a very good temperament. And the same thing applies to become a millionaire. It's very simple, right? You invest money over time, you leave it in there, and you allow that money to actually grow, and you live below your means, and you kind of like form a life that you're actually happy and actually not always nervous and anxious about losing everything you actually have. But overall, I love these videos, man. Seeing, for example, Jason, a $2 million net worth, living in San Antonio, Texas. That's awesome to me, okay? But guys, what do you guys think? But at what age do you want to cross the $1 million mark? Comment down below. Let me know. I'll see you guys next time. And as always, like, subscribe, hit the bell to get notified. And on top of that, also, if you want to text me, join my Patreon, link down below, or send me a DM on Instagram at Tommy Bryson. And before I go, if you want to watch another reaction video, here it is right here, and click my face right here. See you guys next time. And as always, peace.